Hello, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Deep True Crime. I'm Manny Rodriguez. In today's episode, I want to talk about the basketball star from Alabama, Darius Miles, is alleged to have shot and killed Jonae Harris. Someone, her mom, says he didn't like the fact that he was let down, that she wasn't into him, and that is why it happened. Of course, more is going to continue to come out about this, but until we find out more, right now, it does not look good for Darius Miles. He has been arrested. He says he's innocent, so let's make sure we understand he is alleged to have done this. It may come out he has nothing to do with this, but it is in the news. Someone lost their life. I'm doing a story on it. And so let's go ahead and dive into what we know about this one. Basketball star Darius Miles has denied shooting this beautiful mother of one in a random attack, is what people are saying this. Her mom doesn't quite say this was random, but by all accounts, it looks to be like a random account. His lawyers say that he is heartbroken over her murder. Jonae Harris, only 23 years old, had been visiting her boyfriend and cousin at the University of Alabama when the group became involved in a minor altercation with Miles and Michael Lynn Davis in the early hours of Sunday morning. The mother of one was in the passenger seat of a car when she was shot and killed, with Tuscaloosa police saying Miles and Davis opened fire into the car. And again, this is a developing story. There is a GoFundMe for Jonae Harris. If you are interested in supporting, I will definitely share that. In the GoFundMe, there is this picture of her and her little one. If you follow my channel, you know I normally will not put the kids up there, but since this was on the GoFundMe, I figured let's try to get more help for them. This is her little son, Kane, who will not have her mother ever. He will never have his mother again. And so any support you can share, they have a GoFundMe page. Now, this incident was caught on camera, and I'll share a little of that with you here in a second. But the whole incident, no. But the moment that shots rang out, that is what is captured. And I'm not going to play the shots, but I will play the video. And so now Miles and the other person, they say they have nothing to do with this. Miles, he's from Washington, D.C., and Davis from Maryland. Now, they have both been charged with capital murder, which carries the possibility of the death penalty in Alabama if this holds up in court. In a statement, lawyers for Miles said Darius Miles and his family are heartbroken tonight over the death of Jamea Jonae Harris. While Darius has been accused of being involved with this tragedy, he maintains his innocence and looks forward to his day in court. Our firm's own investigation is ongoing and no further statement will be made at this time. That is what his lawyers are saying. Again, everyone gets their day in court. Right now, there's a lot that is surrounding this that, okay, how did you guys put him there? Okay, so I want to make sure that we are on that same page as well. Both Miles and Davis are expected to appear in court for the first time today. And so they were seen in court, and we'll share with that a little bit as well. Investigators say that the two parties had gotten into a minor argument on the Strip which the Strip is, especially in all college towns, is that one place where everyone's cruising up and down, hanging out, the bars are there, everything's there, right? Now, Jonae's mother, DeCarla Cotton, claims that her daughter was attacked by Miles and Davis because she refused to speak to them while out. She posted online, "Took my baby life because she wouldn't talk to him. I will tell you that she was loved by all. She was a beautiful young woman who loved her family and most of all, her 5-year-old son, Kane. She was just trying to enjoy her weekend with her cousin that attends the University of Alabama and her boyfriend." And this is a senseless act. This guy has so much future promise. He was a basketball star. It's hard for me to believe he would just let it all go because she rejected him. So I'm sharing my take on that as well as I share this story with you. And that's why I think it's key that we take everything with a grain of salt. But I'll tell you what is not false. Someone lost their life. And truth is, that part is heartbreaking beyond measure. My friends, if you are interested in helping Jamea Harris's son, it would be greatly appreciated. So far, they've raised over almost $11,000, so they did pass their goal. So if you want to support that, then head on over there, and it is at, just look for fundraiser by DeCarla Hurd, the mom. And so then we had this terrifying footage of this incident. The moment that shots rang out, and you can even see people running for cover because they were scared out of their wits. And so here we are. I'll show you the full screen. This was caught on Ring camera. I'm not going to play the audio on it, but you can hear the shots ring out. And so terrifying footage of this incident had been posted online with witnesses heard screaming after gunshots were heard, especially by, look at the two girls. They're coming up and you can tell, boom, when those shots ring out. I didn't even have to play that for you from the beginning, right? And so now we know that Ring doorbell video caught 11 shots being fired as two black cars sped past at high speed and people could be heard shouting, "Oh my God." And that's what is beyond measure. It's hard for me to believe that this young man would risk his whole life because that's just hard. I don't know him. Hard for me to say, right? And so it is unclear which gunshots in the video were fired by each involved party and how many each shooter fired, because shots were fired into a car while also shots were returned back. Jonae, the driver of her vehicle, and Davis do not appear to be affiliated to the university. That's according to law enforcement. Tuscaloosa Police Captain Jack Kennedy, he had a press conference on Sunday night after this incident, and he said, "At this time, it appears that the only motive was a minor altercation that these individuals had with the victim as they were out on the strip. They didn't have a previous relationship." That's what is being shared. He added that the driver of the vehicle Jonae was a passenger in approached campus police near Bryant-Denny Stadium after the incident, saying someone had shot into the vehicle. Authorities say the driver admitted firing back, adding that he may have struck a suspect who was treated for non-life-threatening injuries at a local hospital. So that turned out to be true, that the driver who shot back actually hit one of them. And Miles, he wept as he was walked back into when he was, again, he had his day in court. And so this is extremely heartbreaking for everyone that is involved. We do not want to see these things happen. Probably a fair statement, right? This type of stuff, we just wish it never happened. And 1 second here. Getting a little too many windows open there. Trying to open this up is unavailable. Great. And so let's take a look at his day in court, because he was in court. If I can get this thing to open. Well, sometimes things don't go too well with these things. And so he was in court today. Both of them were in court. This is Darius. This is the accomplice, or the person that was with him when this all happened. And so, truth is, we don't want this to ever happen. We don't. If he is not the guy, he is pleading. He is crying here, saying, basically, you got the wrong person. And so this was a video that showed him walking out of his court appearance. He's crying. He's upset, without a doubt. Now, if he did not do this, he should be fearing for his life and everything that goes with it. But why would you just pull out a gun and shoot, allegedly? I'm not saying he did it, but someone shot this girl. But I am saying, like, okay, this guy had so much future ahead of him. Are you sure you got the right guy? It's hard for me to believe he would throw it all away. For what reason would he have? We don't know. These things happen more than we care to admit, right? If he did it, he will have his day in court and he will be in front of his peers. If he didn't do it, I want to know how they led to him. Because they said in this surveillance footage, they saw him and his friend. The two cars that they were associated with in that. Because truth is, we don't really know, do we? At the end of the day, someone lost their life. And truth is, that's just not okay. Right? That is not okay. And so her mom says that he was upset because Jamea Jonae Harris wouldn't talk to him. That's what the mom is saying. And so the University of Alabama basketball player Darius, he guns down 23-year-old, the mother of one, allegedly, because she brushed him off? Would you really throw your life away for that? Do you not know there's cameras everywhere? That's why it's like, okay, cameras led to him, which tells me that there's something there, right? And so, I don't know. It's hard for me to believe, why would you throw your life away? But at the same time, there's stuff that's leading to this, right? My friends, I just want to be a voice for the victims. They can no longer be a voice. And truth is, this story is not being told enough. Why? Why is this story not national news? A young lady lost her life. Not too sure if it was a stray bullet. Not too sure it was a minor altercation. Not too sure if she rejected him and he was upset. Really just don't know. Because we don't know the motive until we learn more. But mom says she wouldn't talk to him, so he did that. It's hard for me to believe. Basketball star. I'm sure a lot of girls want to date him. Why would he do such a thing? But I'm going to report what we know at this time. And if he is not the bad guy, I will come back on here and say. Otherwise, I will keep you updated on this story. I'm Manny Rodriguez. Thank you for joining me on another episode of Deep True Crime. Until next time, my friends, peace. Have a great day. And again, if you are a person of prayer, please pray. Rest in peace, Jonae Harris. Taken from this world way too soon. And we only want to wait to find out more. Have a great day, my friends.